We are live.
Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Monday.
Absolutely.
Yes. Cheers. Been 2 weeks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I've
Hey,
been
look
on
who's
call.
not on call.
Yeah. Sorry about last week, guys. I got called, 15 minutes into it,
Yeah.
and was there for another 3 hours and 15 minutes. Just one of those things that had never happened before, and it corrected itself after 2 hours. Have
That's
no
great.
idea.
I like when shit fixes itself. I had Jeeps that used to do that. It'd be making a funny noise or something, and then after, several miles, it just stopped doing that, and it was like, oh, it's good.
You turned the radio up, right?
That too.
If you're watching the replay, make sure you check out these other guys. We got Steve, Stanley, and John. Their links are in the description. Who we got in here? We got Miss Laura Bruno, Mr. Ben, David Martin, Danny Baker. Good to see you. The Rod Father in the house. Congratulations on that new personal best bass. I did see that video. Very nice.
I'm not seeing the G string though. Let's do it.
No, he had the G string on the other day. I got
hell, I'm gonna have to go check it out.
Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm. Good to see you,
Jeff Bottom. How you doing, Jeff?
Jeff.
House, man, we got a crew already.
Yeah, so this is a sign of either everybody had a really good weekend and Monday was decent, or Monday was just really bad and everybody's here to vent.
Yeah, and escape from it.
Yeah, get away. Where are we at on the fence with that, guys? Where's everybody? How's everybody doing?
Miss Janet, good to see you, Janet.
Grant, how was your weekend, brother?
I was on call. I did get a little extra overtime. Shoot, I had 11 and a quarter hours for the week. So, hey, if I'm on call, I might as well get the extra time. Monica, good to see you, Monica.
Mark J.
Mark J, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good weekend. What about you guys?
I had a good peaceful weekend. Did some deep diving on the boat cleaning. See, Stanley, still we're actually getting into the compartments now and cleaning. That's something I haven't really spent any time on. And then enjoying a little college football, a little pro football. I know some folks don't watch football anymore, but I still enjoy football. So, and my Broncos are 2-0, so that feels good. So yeah, we had a good, peaceful weekend. Ate some good food this weekend. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you might have saw the photos of the lobster pasta that I made. It was delish. They had it for lunch today, the leftovers. And Audrey said, I think the leftovers might have been even better than when you first made it. I'm like, that's a win. When she says that about something, that's a win. So what about the rest of you 2-3s?
Well, I got to say real quick, I'm going to jump in on this one first off. You're talking about cleaning that boat. You get all offended about us giving you a hard time about your disgusting boat. I got harassed about my dad's boat being dirty. So a company actually sent us stuff to clean it.
Wow. Nice.
We're going to say as a joke. I don't know. Apparently, I guess our boat's dirtier than yours. I didn't know.
Look, we can have a contest. Look, companies who send cleaning stuff. I need cleaning stuff for my boat. Look, so I'm resorting to non-traditional crap like toilet cleaner. These guys are showing you how to clean the whole of your boat with toilet cleaner, and so I try. It works great on the white. Oh my gosh, that yellow. If you ever let your boat get dirty enough, the white turns yellow and it's gross and it doesn't scrub off. But that stuff just takes it right off. But on the red, right, where I have real bad oxidation, it didn't do jack diddly for that. So I'm getting a buffer. I'm trying these different. I probably need at least a polishing compound, if not a rubbing compound, and then work my way out to some wax and then wax it up good. But so
do you have rust stains
stuff? I'll take it. Go ahead.
Do you have like rust stains, or do you use something to take up? That's the one thing I wasn't able to get taken care of is rust stains.
Oh man, I wish I had that bottle in here. I finally found this stuff. You know what? I think it's called Rust Off. And there's little specks in the boat on the coral. and those aren't coming off very easy. But this stuff helps with those. But any other regular, like you had something metal there and rust stain ran down the boat from it, comes right off. So that's that. If before the end of the show, I'll go grab some and just show you what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna go. We're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna go on a trip and just bloody the hell out of the boat and just get it disgusting. And then we're gonna put this. They sent me a box of stuff. We're gonna put it to the test. It's Best Boat. If you're not familiar with it, you can look them up online and everything else. Bestboat.com, I believe. I don't know, but you'll see it in a video coming up here in the next month or two. We'll dirty up that boat and see just how well stuff works.
So Danny said, or David said CLR, and so did Danny.
Okay.
So on Facebook, all these people, I said, hey, what's the best thing for getting rid of this rust on the boat? And they named all these different, including CLR. I tried them all. None of them worked on these rust spots.
Did you use toilet bowl cleaner?
I didn't try that on the rust yet.
Justin Randall says use toilet cleaner.
All right, now, Justin, I used that on the hull of the boat to get the yellow, just old, like the white turns yellow stains, but it wasn't rust. So I'll have to try that. I got some more rust to work on.
Man, that sounds to me like an amazing video. And we went off on a really, like, this thing just took a whole 90-degree turn. Steve, I apologize. You got completely omitted from the
we haven't even asked him how his weekend was yet. Go ahead.
No, exactly. Just totally surpassed.
What are you doing, Farmer Brown?
Oh. Just stuff around the homestead, pulling out trees, pulling out shrubs, moving rocks, just honeydews. But got a lot of stuff done that Judy wanted to get done this weekend, and she's able to decorate for Halloween. That's what's in October for Halloween. So that's what we did this weekend. No fishing.
No.
Well, it is season to get to start getting prepped up for hunting.
Yeah. Well, here's the sad thing. I told you before that the video that I had done was like too much slow motion. Well, my sons went up to the Upper Peninsula and they shot
no such thing.
Geese and 3 ducks, and they made a video of it on a card. Well, that card's gone, missing. So the whole entire video.
Man, don't even say that.
Hey, I'm going to say now I want to move over to doing stuff on the computer. I do want to make that jump. But one of the things I'm enjoying about doing it all on the phone is like this morning, I filmed all weekend long and I slept really hard last night. I woke up this morning and I looked at my Google account and everything had automatically been uploaded to Google. I don't pull out cards. I don't have to plug in anything. I do it all on the phone and it's all saved for me in the cloud. I can go back if I'm editing a video and I'm like, it'd be really good here is a clip of that time we ate the jellyfish or some whatever stupid thing I want to recall back to. That video is right there on my phone. It takes 30 seconds to download it back off of the the Google Cloud thing.
See, that's where you young whippersnappers are, the cloud and all that stuff. Hell, I don't know.
I don't even know how I set it up. I just know that it happens.
That's
you
why
got your stuff in a cloud? What the hell, tarnation? No, you know what? I do have a question for you because you do everything on the phone. How do you get the 360 camera video to your phone?
Okay, that I do have to plug that into the phone, and I have to the 360 videos. I can download them as 360 just flat out right onto the phone, and I think I can even Bluetooth it, but I haven't figured that out. I just use the wire because I'm a wires kind of guy. For the stuff that I use in the videos when they're not 360 videos, I have to actually edit those, and then that gets saved to my phone.
I have been making more videos using my phone than I used to. I mean, I've got that, what is it called, iMovie, where I can actually edit stuff on that and kind of figured that out. So some of the ones on my other channel that I have been doing on the Farmer channel, that's all been with my phone and all. I don't even use my computer for that. But as far as them going up to the UP and shooting video on their Canon whatever camera and putting it on a card,
Now that is different. If you're talking a DSLR, like a nice camera, I would dearly love to do that, but I ruined so much stuff. I'm terrified. I'm terrified to go in that direction.
Look, I've got a DSLR Canon, the TI6, and I hardly I'll set it up on the tripod when I'm doing work on the boat for those kind of videos. And I have taken it to the beach and set it up once out on the beach, but I've never taken it on the boat for that exact thing. I'm afraid there's no waterproof, no nothing on that camera. If I drop that sucker, it's done, and there goes $600-700 down the drain. So.
And waterproofing it, you can I waterproof my phone for I have to replace the case about once a year. I should probably do it twice a year because I beat the thing to hell. But I waterproof it for about $20 a year. A case for your camera is going to cost like $3,000 on top of the expense of the camera itself. And speaking of which, in addition to this conversation, Grant has picked himself up. He's going with I'm not going to say a different direction, but he picked himself up a nice little tool for filming. Grant, you want to tell us about that and what your intentions are?
Well, the Weekend Warrior was in the chat there. I don't know if he's still in here or not. Good to see you, Justin, NBA, Justin Randall, Rodfather. I think Gulf Coast ACR Scrapper. Good to see you. I had actually messaged Weekend Warrior and asked him because I knew he had the GoPro Max. And he's like, man, I love it. Get you one. So I got it. And so far, all I've done, we took a little cruise through town in my son's car and come home and looked at the footage, and it was pretty good. I like it. But
yeah, I'm really curious about that. That's the direction that I'm going to be going, I believe, whenever we end up, making that jump. But you did also upgrade your phone for the purposes of footage.
Right. But yeah, I think that GoPro Max, I think it'll be perfect for just sitting on a tripod in the center of the boat and get all angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to find that real. I don't think it's as easy as just putting it in the middle, but it's as easy as you put it anywhere, and it's basically always going to be pointed at you. Right. And you get real smooth transitions too. You don't have to just focus on you. If you have a shot of you catching a fish, then you can start the clip where it's pointed at the sunrise. And then it pans over real smooth to you right when you hook the fish. Right. You get to be all cinematic with it.
Right. Yeah. Kind of like Weekend Warrior. I know that video was unlisted of him shooting the doe. Maybe we'll get to see that on the channel. But that was his GoPro Max, and that just, I guess he used his editing footage to just put it right there, and it was perfect. I mean, got a good shot of the shot. Dilly NBA, cheers.
Yeah.
So Justin Randall is in. Oh. So Justin's in Florida. I thought he was up by you, Steve.
He is. He's talking to a guy. I've been watching that on the side there. He's talking to Rodfather. Rodfather said he's in Florida in the Villages. And I was going to say I'm pretty sure that's pretty close to where Ed Mose, the guy from crappie.com, is also in the Villages, or awful close. So I don't know what Justin and Rodfather got. I haven't been following exactly because I'm trying to listen here too. But as far as I know, Justin's still up here in Michigan.
I got it. So he's in Florida taking care of his mom. Apparently she's not doing very well. Sorry to hear that, Justin.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Rodfather is Brian. He goes live on YouTube, on TikTok. He caught an 8-pound something bass on live stream. I think it was Saturday.
That's cool.
It was nice. Very nice big bass. His personal best.
To get on live stream too? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I would pull that footage and edit that. I would take a whole separate day and I would dress the exact same. And I would go out and film a ton of B-roll, get the drone out, and turn that into a whole video all of itself.
Right. Cheers, Mark.
Dilly.
I just got to say, guys, I've been going back here reading. Justin, I had no idea that you're. I've seen you post something on Facebook a while ago. I had no idea that your mom was in hospice. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Sorry to hear that.
NBA, thanks for the share. I did get that notification. Appreciate you.
Oh, there he is.
Ooh, with the firebomb. Appreciate you, Farmall.
There you go. We got a drink to that.
Make sure you guys check out Farmall Fanatic if you haven't. Been putting out
OG
videos every day.
Yup.
So I shared a video with the guys in the group here, and I don't know the person that made the video, and hopefully my buddy who sent it to me shows up. Robert, he sent it to me and said, hey, it might be a good topic for tonight. But this is a big YouTuber, you know, compared to me at least. He's very big. And I guess several others, outdoor channels. They get an email, right? And it says, hey, for the next month, your channel is demonetized. So say goodbye to your income for the next month. And that doesn't say it like that, I'm sure. And then they tell them that, you know, remove anything that doesn't meet our standards, and you can reapply after that month. And so a couple of these guys, based on this video, brainstormed, looked at, and I know some of the channels that are involved, but looked at it and looked at the rules, and like the rules hadn't changed. It says right in the rules that hunting's okay, all that's okay. We do know in the past, and we talked about it earlier, where you got deer meat for dinner, where he might do a hunting video, but it doesn't include the butchering of the animal, right? The field dressing or any of that. He'll do that on a separate video that he doesn't monetize, I guess, and you can watch that if you want. So he has a main video that's monetized, and he has that separate. But a lot of these guys just do it all in one video, and they still really haven't gotten an answer from YouTube saying this is why we're doing it, because it's not we're doing it because of this video. They just say your channel. So these guys have to now go back through all their videos and try to figure out what YouTube's talking about, right? And that's kind of where they're at right now. I'm sure there's communication going back and forth, and there'll probably be some clarity provided for them. And hopefully in the next, week or two, somebody, right, YouTube or them, informs the rest of us what it is that's actually getting these channels demonetized. But it's kind of a scary thing. Not, for me, demonetizing me, it's like, okay, so I don't get 50 cents this month. But some of these folks they're making a living on YouTube, and now all of a sudden, and he mentioned 6-figure income monthly on YouTube, and all of a sudden, boop, here, you're not getting it this month. So I guess that could hurt.
That does hurt. I do, I want to give YouTube the benefit of the doubt, and not even that. I don't even want to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's dumb. That's dumb. They've got their rules. They've been implemented, and they are so arbitrary about how they enforce things. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. This is dumb, and they need to rectify this quick. Now, that having been said, I feel like these guys are a little bit of a different circumstance, because I know myself, and what I would encourage to people with TubeBuddy, we have this conversation a lot. And it's even a different context in that conversation than it is with anybody here, because, people here have a much better understanding of how things work, not only on YouTube, but in real life. And if you are doing YouTube specifically and solely for the purposes of those AdSense checks, you got that all wrong, And now these guys are bigger, and that's a different ball game. That goes a different direction. But man, they need to be they had better be making money from different sources.
Yeah.
If they're relying on AdSense, that's nonsense.
Right.
Well, I know a person that gave up their job and they just make a living off of YouTube. Well, luckily, they do gaming, so they probably aren't going to get demonetized for that. But imagine some of these people that have given up their jobs, gone to YouTube, and now, boom, pulling your checks out because you're shooting a deer or you're gutting a fish or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, you got to have those alternate sources of income on that. YouTube has proven time and time again they are not to be trusted with finances. They will give you a platform to say anything that you want to say, but COPPA, the adpocalypse, recent demonetization, the copyright nonsense that's going on. You don't trust them. You don't put all your eggs in that basket. You need to be getting brand deals and sponsorships. You need to be providing services or a product of some sort, because YouTube revenue is the wrong way to be going.
Yeah, I absolutely wouldn't trust my livelihood on YouTube revenue. If it's never going to be, but if my channel was big enough that I could make the income I want to make and live off of, I wouldn't trust it, because it's just like, they change a rule in a minute and you're done.
And how many times have they screwed up their relationship with advertisers, which is where that money is coming from?
Exactly.
I make just about enough to pay for the gas in my boat. That's about it. So
yeah.
If it fits, it makes. Good to see you, Andrew Merritt. Hello, Farmall.
Farmall, hit him up for the next.
Hey, Peter.
We
got Hurricane Peter in the chat.
Hurricane Peter.
Well, tomorrow's payday for most folks on YouTube, so hopefully it don't stink too bad on payday.
Yeah.
That might be you guys.
It won't be me. It won't be me.
I was getting a check every month, and then, because I'm not putting any content, it's just kind of every other month now. Which, okay, I don't care. Like I said, I told you guys a long time ago, I'm not doing this for the money. I don't care. So if I don't make a dime, so what? I'm doing this because it's fun. I'm doing this. It's for me. That's just the way it is. And Steve said, or Jeff, that ain't much, Steve. Boat ain't been on the water in weeks. I can't afford it, Jeff. They're not paying me any money to go. I can't afford gas.
Wait a minute. You're the boss. You should be able to afford everything. Give yourself some overtime pay.
Yeah, my boss will give me overtime.
Will your boss advance you some money?
What's that?
Can you get an advance from the boss?
Yeah.
I'll have to ask her.
Yeah, okay, Farmall. You'll be getting
Farmall.
Cheers.
Man, Farmall.
Appreciate you.
Hey, C-Pro's in the house.
What's up, Wayne?
What's up, Wayne?
Jeff's right. The last time my boat was in the water was when we all were up in Au Gres. How long ago was that? Was that like June 15th?
That was the end of July or the beginning of July.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, right before 4th of July weekend, right in
Was
that
it
time
really?
frame. Yeah.
Yeah, end of June.
End of June?
End of June.
Rattle Trap, good to see you. Lonesome Not I. Cheers. I hear you. If it fits, it bakes. You got to keep on plugging.
Keep on plugging. That's the answer. Keep on plugging. Oh, man. Yeah, so I guess, there goes Monica.
Monica. Thank you, Monica.
I'm going to get a buzz tonight. You guys all, and there goes Stanley Orchard.
Dilly. Stanley jumping on the train.
Everybody's taking up the chat with the super chats. I had to get in on that.
Thank you. Appreciate
Buying
you.
up some snook and peanut oil. Oh, man.
Yeah, Wayne, I saw that picture.
Now, they call it soapfish. They call it, it has a nickname, soapfish. And I thought there was something to do with the way it tasted. But, Wayne, what's the deal with that nickname for snook is soapfish? If you know.
Is it because it's
I was going to say, you almost got, what would you call that, an inshore? I'm not familiar with it. Was that an inshore slam or something? Snook, snapper or something?
That'd be some kind of Florida slam, I'm sure. Here, the inshore
I don't know.
slam is flounder, trout, and red. But
I almost got a slam, my first one this weekend.
Nice.
I didn't get the trout of all species. Normally, it's the flounder is the hard one.
Right, exactly. Now, C-Pro has not come back yet about the.
He's typing.
There he is. If you leave the skin on snook, it makes the meat taste like soap. Okay, there you go. So you better skin them. Oh, man. Bam. The elk is great, Grant.
Mark
Holy
J.
smokes.
Cheers, Mark.
You're the man.
Take a bite from me.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it, Mark.
I think I heard Darcy Brian say his skin's left on it, toast like so. Okay.
The elk
There you
is
go,
great.
folks. If you ever catch some
Interesting.
stuff and you want to eat it, skin it. A lot of fish, they're like, hey, you can leave the skin on, nice and crisp up and all that. And that's true because we did when I was young. We never used to fillet fish. We just cooked it whole. But I guess nowadays, $1.11.
Appreciate it, Fireball. Cheers.
that's funny.
Nice. Caught the mutton offshore, yeah. And then stopped in the inlet, headed in and caught a keeper snook. Nice. Sounds like a good day of fishing.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll take that.
Don't
Monica
feel bad.
getting in on the back strap.
Yeah, Danny, I've had that issue so many times, and I cannot tell you. Like, I've got some mad control over that finger because he does that every time I see him.
Are you not supposed to spear a snook?
Yeah, you can't spear game fish.
Not here, at least. I don't know.
But they do. They're just like right in front of you, and they kind of look at you a little bit like, "Do it, I dare you, take a shot."
Like they know. They know the law.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
when you take a net with you, Stanley, and just net the fish.
Okay, I have a whole plan on this. See, this is what we're gonna do.
Put a hook in their
Steve,
mouth.
you want to have this conversation?
Yeah, exactly.
You have a gap on the jetty. You have somebody with a gap, and you make sure to make it a shot. You know that when you take that shot, the person on the jetty then has to take it out of the water on the gap, specifically through the hole that you fired. I have put a lot of thought into this.
And now you put it out there on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to get even more creative now, but that's fine. I've put like 20 years into figuring out how to do this. I'm confident.
$1.27, baby.
Cheers.
It's not far-fetched, Stanley. I knew a guy that wanted to shoot something with a bow, a deer with a bow, because he wanted to brag to everybody, and he couldn't do it. So he shot one with a 223, and then he put the arrow through the same hole and went and bragged about it.
How did they find him out?
I was with him when he did it.
There you go.
Oh, okay, so that wasn't going very far. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll put that
Why are
game.
you lying to everybody? His name was Kim. I said, why are you lying to everybody, Kim?
Isn't that different seasons, or am I infringing on the actual illegal part of that?
What's that now? What'd you
Was
say?
it? I thought they were different seasons,
It is.
or am I actually uncovering the reality of
No,
what's illegal there?
it was bow season, and he shot it with a rifle and then stuck an arrow through the hole. Yeah,
So why a 223?
small.
I wouldn't have gone that direction.
Small, I guess. I don't know.
So if you put the arrow in there, it kind of matches the. I'd have thought 7 mil would have been fine.
Exit hole.
I've never gone to stick an arrow in a deer, so learning. You learn something new every day.
Good to see you, Lisa Lee.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, Danny, I've thought about that too. Like going snorkeling and go down there right down to them and just putting the bait right in front of them.
cheers, Fireball.
Look, I'm just taking a sip
Or-
of bar 09.
Or sorry, Danny, I see what you're saying. What he's saying is going down there, spear something and put it on the hook and let someone else reel it in.
There you
Right.
Either way, we're talking about some illicit stuff here.
go. Yeah, you are.
So are snook hard to hook?
Apparently not. in
They're
Florida.
real finicky.
And they're just, you don't have the population of them here in Texas that you have in
You guys
Florida.
have tarpon in Texas?
Huh?
Yeah, actually, I hooked into one myself this weekend. They are really good at throwing hooks. They're really hard to hook in. You can hook them, but they're really hard to land.
The Atlantic was a lake Saturday, but I never seen so many barracuda in my life. Oh, damn. Everybody keeps talking about you got to go deeper if you're seeing barracuda. I don't know.
I've never heard that before, but that makes sense. I get it. I've added barracuda. I had barracuda when I was about 10 years old, and I got C-U-A-Terra from it. It sucked.
Really?
Like I felt like my throat. It felt like an allergic reaction. So I haven't touched it since I was like 10 years old. We ate it in Cozumel, and it was really, really good. So I'm adding it back into my repertoire. And I learned some stuff in Cozumel as to like how to test it to see if you're gonna, if it has Ciguatera or not.
Isn't that one of your videos? In a bigger barracuda, though, Stanley?
Yeah, usually it's the bigger ones around reefs, right?
It's bigger around reef, but when they're bigger, it's just because they've been around longer, so they've had more opportunities to get it in their system. It affects them like it affects everything else. Like you think that they all have it and they don't. But if they have it, they're going to be sick. So if you catch them, they're going to be more lethargic. And the things that I was told is, for one, taste the liver. And if you feel, because that's where it's going to concentrate. So if you can feel that Ciguatera on your tongue, and you will, tasting the liver, then you don't want to eat that fish. If that grosses you out, if that's not your style, you can try feeding that to a cat, and a cat will taste it, and he won't eat it. Otherwise, if it's fine, he'll eat it.
I got a couple fishing buddies. I'd let them eat it first and then see,
Farm all
on that list. I'm good with that.
Fishing with Cole Outdoors.
What?
Cheers to you, buddy.
Nice. So how'd y'all do?
He's full of it.
8675309. I like it. Monica thinking.
Oh. If Farmall, if you were that far north, you're not far from me. You should just stop in. I'd take you walleye fishing.
Wayne, he probably does.
I wish. I can think of at least one.
You know what? I'll be honest. I haven't heard that cat in several live streams, so I'm starting to think maybe you did something with it.
Well, we got that problem removed for one. Yeah. That issue cost him his gentlemanliness.
Good. That'll work.
Yep.
That'll work.
He's still a punk, but he's not as much of a punk as he was.
Oh Lord. I don't even want to know.
All right, so Stanley caught some fish this weekend. Anybody else?
Ask the folks in the chat, because the people up here on panel didn't catch shit this weekend. Caught a buzz watching football. That's all I got.
Lee Evans. Good to see you, Lee Evans.
Catfish Kentucky Outdoors. What's up, man?
Interesting. 110 feet of water, 21 miles out, 40-pound cudas.
Wow.
I've never had a problem with them smelling bad. That's weird.
No, everybody I see catching them in Florida talks about how they smell bad.
They do stink. I've caught a couple of them in Florida, and my God, they stink worse than anything that I've ever had in the boat. Terrible.
I can see that with like needlefish and stuff. I've never seen it with cuda. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm nose deaf.
I'm the same, Stanley. When we were in Cozumel, we caught a big one there that we ate, and I did not die, so that's good. And I didn't notice.
Catch them often.
I didn't notice a real smell when they brought it in the boat, but every video I watch in Florida, these people, when they catch a barracuda, they talk about how bad they smell.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a reef thing.
I don't know.
We weren't on a reef when we caught the two that we caught. We were like 13 miles out trolling for
the one that we ate. We had it ceviche. It wasn't even cooked, so.
Ours was ceviche too, as a matter of fact, in Mexico.
Janet
They'll everything.
Janet thought y'all were talking about bad smelling cooter.
Janet.
Barracuda.
Like, wow, this went off the rails.
Yeah, where is her mind? What
Cuda.
What the what?
It was Cuda. They were saying Cuda. Sheesh.
as in the song from
That's
Heart.
funny.
That's a new meaning to Ciguatera.
Oh yeah, now it's an STD.
Yeah,
Dang it.
Singulatera.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, I don't. That things just come to mind. I'm not gonna say. I'll put a drink in my mouth.
I know that's going so the wrong direction. And I thought the actual Ciguatera conversation was bad.
Yeah, no, it got worse quick. Thanks,
Yeah, it
Janet.
did. It was south.
Have a good night, Justin. Good to see you.
See you, Justin.
Hearing it. Don't blame hearing aids.
Oh.
You heard what you wanted to hear.
Yeah. It's not the ears that were the issue, it's where the mind was at.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's why you're going to get demonetized.
Yeah.
Larry Johnson. You guys.
What's up, Larry? Good to
Larry's-
see you, Larry.
I don't know if he's on any of your other guys' channels, but he's from Canada. He does a little bit of fishing.
Yep.
Nice.
Mr.
And
Johnson, pleasure, sir.
Shoots a few guns here and there.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that. So, if y'all had, so we've talked in the past about your favorite fish to catch, right? And, walleye, whatever, right? But location's not an issue. Money's not an issue. What is the one fish that would be the top of your hit list, not bucket list? That's old people talk. Top of your hit list that you would like to go after and catch. What is it? Thank you, Farmall Fanatic. Golly.
Cheers,
Farmall must have got a bumper crop the way he's spending money tonight.
Mm-hmm. Larry Johnson says tarpon. So that's for chat. You guys up here on the panel, what's that one fish that you really want to go after and catch? Sailfish on a kayak. That's a good one.
That would be a good one.
What's up, Jag Fishing? Good to see you in the house.
Hey, what's up, Jag? Good seeing you, man.
Long time no see, Jag.
Giant bluefin or giant blue marlin. Nice.
That's interesting. I'd have gone. I think I'd have gone black marlin as opposed to blue marlin.
What is you racist?
I don't even know if we got blacks here, but
blue marlin. Golly, what's wrong with the blue marlin?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd have to go with sailfish of some marlin or sailfish, something that definitely would be a Jag. Been a while. Good to see you, Jag.
Got my blue marlin. I don't know, Steve. Is there something out there that you're just like, man, I'd like to go catch that?
Yeah, I've caught sailfish, caught shark, I've caught,
a lot of
tuna,
fish.
mahi. The one that I'd love to catch would be wahoo. I think that'd be a blast.
Nice, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's on my list. I don't know if that's the top, but that's on my list. Another one that's on my list, and it used to be, hey, you're going to Panama to get it. Now it's all over Florida, is that peacock bass. I really, just because they're just a cool looking fish and they put up a good fight for their size. But yellow fin tuna out of Louisiana is probably high on the list. And then rooster fish is really high on the list. I think a rooster fish is just a badass looking fish. So I think here it is. If Costas no, Costa Rica's a good place. Costas no, I can get there and I can fish. I'm going to Panama off coast for rooster fish. I think that's my number one top on my hit list would be rooster fish.
Normally I'm a meat guy, and I don't care about the big sports fish that everybody talks about, stuff like that. But I am going to go sports fish on that one. The number one thing on my hit list is great white shark, and I'm like you guys got great calls, everything you're saying on that, but at the same rooster fish, you can't eat them.
I want to eat it.
Wahoo is amazing. Like wahoo is one of my top 3 or 4 favorite fish to eat. I eat them raw. I don't cook them. And peacock is awesome. That's cool. But it's like you can't get a bigger predator. You can't get higher on the sports fishing list than great white shark.
Can you fish for killer whale?
I was going to say orcas.
Yeah, orca will eat your great white.
Hey, I've caught porpoise, or I've hooked into porpoise.
So
Monica, that's nice. If is he on here watching or something? Is that why you said that? No, I'm kidding.
Mr. Nice. Mark J. So C Pro said giant bluefin or giant blue marlin. Ben said yellowfin tuna.
Yeah.
Mark J said perch on Canada.
That's a good one.
David said
call.
Tuna. Gulf Coast ACR Scrapper said Costa Rica tarpon fishing. Danny
he
Baker
says redfish in Gulf Coast, Louisiana, Texas. Man, I just tagged a red this weekend. You want to get a bull red? Come on down.
Dan said we actually talked about Panama next year for roosters. There you go, Danny. That would be a bad arse trip.
I do want to catch a rooster fish.
Yeah. It's just
so
one of those
Stanley,
fish, man. They're so cool looking.
Stanley wouldn't eat a rooster fish, or at least attempt it.
Well, I've heard. No. I would absolutely eat it. I would eat a great white. I would eat great white if we were legally, like if I was in, some country that allowed you to do that, I'd take a bite. But typically they're not very good table fare from what I've heard.
Yeah. Most there's just certain fish that people catch and release. Tarpon, rooster fish. They're just some fish that people just don't eat for whatever reason. I don't know if they taste good or not, but people, it's more of a trophy, the work to go out there, put in the time to find them and catch them type thing.
Gotcha.
2,200 all inclusive except airfare and pat. You know what, Danny? That's a good deal because we did all inclusive in Jamaica, and it did include airfare though, but it was double that when we went to Jamaica, and that was each.
Is that Los Buzos you're talking about?
Ooh, man,
I was looking into that one.
They do a lot of kayak. I want to be on a boat. No freaking kayak.
I want to be on a boat. Yeah. You guys, you kayak guys, you don't get enough credit for being the athletes that you are. Hey, Gulf Coast, hey, we're on the same page. Yeah, tarpon are the biggest minnow in the world.
Yeah, that's what
they're minnow.
But I wouldn't mind catching a 100-pounder and just to fight. Look, nobody said Goliath grouper. I'd love to hook into a big Goliath grouper.
That one's high on my list. High on my list. I still call them Jewfish because I guess I'm racist, but that is very high on my list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, that'd be a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is out there? What else is on?
Now I have a different list between my hit list and my eat list. Like I'm a firm believer that you earn your spot on the food chain by the things that you eat. So
vegetarians, you're SOL.
You got to eat. You got to eat a vegetarian once in your life. They're on the menu.
Nice sticker.
Justin. Cheers.
I ain't gonna make it through the night.
Thank you, Justin.
I'll follow that with some water.
I've ate a black bear before. That's pretty high on the predator list.
Yes, that's high on my list of things I want to try. I haven't done that one yet.
Wayne, that's not true. It wasn't a hurricane, or was it? I don't remember. I just know it was horrible freaking weather. And I'm blaming Dale, who was with us, because since then, anywhere I've gone, the weather hasn't been that bad, except didn't we have bad weather up in Michigan too?
Monica.
I'm blaming Steve for the bad weather in Michigan. Holy,
I don't know what you're complaining about as far as the fishing up in Michigan. Stanley and I lasted out there all day long.
Yeah, in the rain.
You guys are
downpour
on my boat. We was fishing out in the beauty of the rain and the fog and everything, and there you guys just take off.
It was totally nice down here on Padre Island until you showed up. I love you, but it was.
So who showed up?
You showed up.
No, Stanley, you got that backwards.
It was all sunny, and everything was flat
before me on Padre Island. You always show up last. Every time I'm down there, I'm fishing with
Stanley. I cut myself out of the weather window. I should have known you were coming to ruin the weather.
Well, just wait till October. That's it. We're still
You're
on.
like, I'm going to ruin a lot of weather.
Hey, all you in the chat, Ben, all you coming, we're still on. What is that? Like 7 or 8 October, that Sharkathon weekend. It's still going.
It's only
Ben, I want to do that as a video.
Yeah. A couple weeks away, and we're down there again.
Ben, I want to do that, what you're talking about, specifically as a video. Like, I've already thought about that.
Ate the red. Nice, Ben. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's the food chain at work right there, baby.
Because
exactly.
Because I'm behind on all the super chat, I'm going to catch up a little.
Yeah, there you go. You need to. We think my buddy hooked a Goliath a month ago. Real screaming and couldn't move it off the bottom. Huge runs. It looked like a freight train on the line. Pulled him a few miles off the rig. Oh, okay. You guys were out there on those dang kayaks, weren't you?
I bet you money they were off a bobble, off out at the rigs. Grouper is awesome. But you know what? If you want to have fun, like jackfish are fun. I don't eat them, but they are fun.
Like Jack Crevalle you're talking about?
What's that?
Jack Crevalle?
Yeah. I've had more fun fighting those than like any other fish out there. I don't eat them; they're worthless. You know, they're
my
shark
biggest
bait.
jack is like about that big. So.
Oh, dude, no! You get yourself a 36-incher, it'll blow you out. I promise.
Wayne put me on a jack about that big. There you go, pro.
Mine Princess Danny, golf platform. That was my second guess. I assume golf platform. I know there's like 4 rigs right there.
Nice.
Got a room at the Best Western in Corpus looking for. All right, Ben. It'd be good to run into you down there. Remember, watch for my nice big, A&J Outdoors flag or Stanley Orchard's little piece of paper that we'll tape on something, so you'll know Stanley's there.
No. I'm putting stickers on everything.
Yeah, that just say YouTube.
Yeah. So, we had some stickers made so I could put them up at like the bait stands and stuff. They're supposed to be vinyl to put in the windows, but they're not. They're just straight white. It just has a little YouTube. There's nothing else on there. So I'm selling stickers.
YouTube stickers. YouTube stickers for cheap.
Yep.
Get a marker and just color it in. You'll be all right.
That's what I'm going to get a paint marker and do that. Their window clings. I don't know who's going to look like. No bait stand. I'm going to be like, hey, can I put a sticker up? And they're going to be like, that was dumb. Get out of here. We know what kind of channel you run.
Right.
I'm going to be like, dude, it ain't my fault that the sticker that only has one word on it.
Yeah, to get her 2 cents in there. Danny, I don't know about that. I can't. I've tried Jack several times because I'm a trooper. I'm going to try them all. But, man, Jack is just like, that's number one for me. I do not want to eat fish.
See,
I'll try it again, but that's number one.
Wayne says he won't eat king unless it's smoked. But man, I'm seeing a lot of videos lately of people cooking up king and saying it's delicious. So I don't know, but yeah, I'd like to get something to make some smoked fish out of.
Yeah, king to me, if you eat it fresh, it's totally fine. It gets soft when you freeze it. And it's got a little bit of a fishy thing to it. But if you smoke it and if you do the stuff that you can do to fish, it comes out fine. It's just, it's a fish-flavored fish.
Yeah.
If, like, to me, fish flavors, it's not like here's the worst and here's the best. It's like a pH scale. Like, there's kingfish in the middle. That's fish. And then up here, you got, like, swordfish and wahoo and things like that. But then down here is, like, Jack Crevalle and beardfish, actually, I put really low on that.
A lot of stuff you eat.
Hardheads and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
See you, Larry.
Later, Larry.
Thank you for stopping by, Larry. It's nice meeting you.
I don't know what she said, Monica, but it was something to the effect of, like, basically what I got out of that conversation is I'm going to be having her put the stickers up for me.
Yeah, she made it sound like it wasn't her fault that there's nothing on there but YouTube. It was kind of like blaming you, which is probably cool.
Whatever she said, she sold it way better than anything I would say.
I'd rather have canned tuna than kingfish. It's worse for you than barracuda mercury wise. I guess that depends on, again, size of the fish, actually where you caught it. Some areas are worse than others. So
I agree with that. Now, I am curious about that. I do agree with that, but I also believe the mercury is part of the reason why they taste so good. But I've also heard that you have mercury in the fish up in the lakes too. Is that correct? Like you have mercury issues with walleye and stuff? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, it's not walleye so much. I mean, yes, it is, but it's more like your salmon and your trout tend to have the higher mercury content up here in the Great Lakes than like a walleye does. And I don't know if it's because they're an oilier fish or what it is.
Fat.
Yeah.
Canyon Lake, we've got one warning, and its mercury warning is for the stripers. The big stripers, for some reason, we got big catfish and everything else in that lake, but the stripers are the one with the consumption warning. Pregnant women don't eat, children, only eat so many ounces a month type thing for those ones. So,
yeah, what are the symptoms of mercury poison? I'm just kind of curious because I guarantee, like, if anybody's up for it right now, it's me. I eat a lot of fish, and I did not know it was an issue with freshwater fish either.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it makes you wear earbuds, brown hats, usually maybe, blue shirts, and grow a pointy beard.
That's a pointed beard. I have a pointy beard.
Oh.
Rachel, she's sitting on the other side of the room. She took one look at me when I said that. She goes, "Yeah, that's gross." So, okay, I guess in my next video, I'm going to be shaved down.
Little beard trim.
Ooh, lonesome not I. Cobia, yes. African pompano, yes. Are these the eatings or the ones you want to catch? Because I haven't had cobia or African pompano. I know flounder is delicious.
Either way, that's a great list.
Yeah.
I caught an African pompano a couple years ago, and we cleaned it, and I put it in the freezer at my sister-in-law's house along with a bunch of other fish that we caught, and I didn't bring it home, but I would have liked to try that.
Damn.
Pompano is good in general.
Yeah.
Sounds
That's high on my list.
Justin, I agree. We got to get out. Your boat probably hasn't been in the water any quicker than mine has. So when you get time, Justin, give me a call. Be nice if Grant could come up and make it with us. That'd be a nice trip. So when you get back and everything settles down, Justin, give me a call.
Yes, Ben is a striper. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah, Danny, you're saying tuna being the worst for mercury. I do not disagree. However, I know that is one of the reasons why I have not been allowed to take bigger sharks on some of the trips that we've been on, because I really do want to do a catch and cook on a big shark once to try it, and that is one of the reasons I have not been allowed to do that.
Huh. I don't know. Saltwater, I'll tell you what. I have more experience. Okay, so blue marlin was delicious, but it was, a restaurant prepared it for us after we caught it. So, part of it is how well they prepared it versus how maybe I would have prepared it, but it was delicious. But other than that, mahi, that was delicious. Restaurant prepared it too for us. But like fish that are, I think, underrated, and Steve, this is saltwater, a sheep's head. Man, sheep's head on a half shell, to me, that is, we do it right on the grill. Just spice up the one side, cook it up. It is delicious. I like it better than redfish on the half shell, to be honest with you.
Sheep's head is higher than redfish for me. Yeah, it's higher on the list.
Hey, Justin.
Mm-hmm. Delicious. Why is everybody showing their head? Oh, because y'all ain't got no hair. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Mercury poisoning.
Baldness. It causes baldness.
Well, Jeff is bald, so that's why he's saying it. Apparently, he's ate a lot of
taste in the mouth and numbness and desire to go to Venus. Oh, no. That's not
it. Different disease.
Hands, feet, and face. Okay. Well, I'm not tingling, so I guess I'm all right.
Oh, actually, I don't like the sounds of those symptoms.
Yeah, sheepers are awesome.
I can feel my face, though. Anytime Rachel slaps me, I feel it 100%, so I'm good.
There you go. You're good. You know what? Hey, Rachel, if you can hear us, just to make sure he's okay, about every couple hours, you need to just slap the piss out of him. And if he feels it, you know he's okay.
I had you on mute. You didn't hear a word.
Yeah, right. Grant gets the real clean speckled perch. I'm jealous. They are all black that I catch. Man, so there's white perch and there's black perch. So it just depends on which ones you're catching, or not perch, but crappie. I don't know about the perch. What kind of perch are you talking about?
Well, don't they call crappie perch down south?
Not crappie so much.
Everything
But
perch.
every other sunfish in the planet is
Yeah.
called a perch down here. Bluegill, shell crackers, all of them are called perch down here.
Yeah. Shanae, good to see you.
Showing up late again, but she's here before we're closing the doors at least. Last time it was like, we're saying goodbye. Oh, hey, Shannon's here. Goodbye, Shannon. But she made it. That's what matters.
That's right.
Is that Shannon? Is that who that is? I didn't know.
Yep. She changed her name.
Okay.
Elk that died of lead poisoning. That sounds so terrible.
I've got a friend that's out in Colorado now. I told him when he gets home, if he gets an elk, save me a steak because I want to try it.
Yeah, that's high on my list too.
Yep.
Got to eat everything once.
Yep. That's what Mark J. Larson was saying. He was cooking steak or elk tonight. He's going, I think, to Northwest Wyoming next week to try to get another elk.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Our trip out west, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but we were planning on it in October. You know, we were going, my two sons and I and another guy. We were planning on that, and then here about July, the wheels fell off, so we're not going. We'll just save up, maybe go next year. And the way that it works is you got to have so many points in order to, you guys know that. Well, the guy that was going to go with us, we needed his points, and he couldn't go, so that dropped us down to where we don't have enough points to go. So we'll just buy in.
How many points do you have?
I think I have 2. My son has 3.
It only takes 4 points to come down to Pottery Island.
Oh.
Hey, Shannon, he needs to learn to cook for himself at least one night a week. Make it Monday nights.
You got to keep
the guys that can cook for themselves.
Well, cheers to that.
Man, I'll cheers to that, but I don't cook for myself.
You grill or something, right, Grant? You got to do something.
No.
You don't grill or nothing?
No, Janet's got that covered.
And we got to give you some lessons next time you're down here in Texas. Men in Texas cook. At least on fire outside, if not anything.
That's part of the reason why you get them big animals, is so that you can throw them on a really big barbecue pit. That allows you to get a big pit, which includes a deck and a pool. That's how you get the things you want in life.
No, that's how you do it. Danny said, wife makes me cook all the fish. Yeah, I usually cook all the fish in this house. Audrey is not a big fish eater, so usually, I'm eating fish by myself, or if she's going to eat it, I still usually cook it.
Hey, Grant and Stanley, correct me if I'm wrong, but when we were in Gray, wasn't it Audrey that was cooking the fish along with Janet and
no, I think it was
Rachel. I didn't see
Janet and Rachel pretty much.
Well, that was different. There was a little bit of illness going around that night, a little brown bottle flu.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very different.
Getting close to the end, fellas. I do have to run.
2 minutes.
Yep, we're down. We're gonna try to get out this week. I'm not on call finally.
Nice.
We're gonna try. That's all I can say is we're gonna try. What
we
you got going on?
We've got today was 100 degrees supposedly, which we're supposed to be, cooling off now. It's fall, but we do have a cool front hitting here. I think Wednesday or Thursday. Me and Audrey are off Friday. Cool front meaning in the 80s for you up north. So Friday morning, me and Audrey are probably going to hit Calaveras, and either do some old school drift fishing for catfish, or maybe even fish for some of the freshwater redfish, whichever she wants to chase after that day. But so Friday, me and Audrey should be getting on the water, hopefully. What about rest of y'all?
Steve?
I fished for 3 days straight. I'm going to take a couple of days off here, enjoy the weather, get some work done on the house. Like, I have not been contributing to this project, but my father-in-law is doing amazing things for me right now. So I'm going to try and pick up a little bit of the physical labor on the back end of that whole deal, get that done so that we can maybe spend a little bit of time in the old kitchen over there.
Yeah, I see you passed up on that fishing trip out on the boat. Anyways,
Yeah,
Steve,
I did. Yeah, I did.
Steve?
I said
Bueller?
nothing.
Nothing.
Somebody in the chat, Justin, somebody get this guy
Yeah.
over there fishing.
Yeah, take him fishing. Take him fishing.
I got the stuff. I mean, I love to go fishing with other people, but I mean, it's just right now, we haven't made it click. But, we will. We will.
Make a plan. Make a plan.
We need to put out an award. We're going to have a prize. We're going to put together a prize for the first person that can catch a picture of that man with a fish.
There you go.
Not an old picture. If he's got a brown beard instead of gray, we know you're cheating.
If he's all large, doesn't count.
Yeah, we know that too.
All right, guys, where are we at next week?
No, was it me last week? Yeah, it was me last week.
I think that's me. I think that one's on me next week.
Big time for Stanley next week. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching the replay, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you check out these other guys, Steve, Stanley, and John. Their links are in the description. Till next week, we'll be at Stanley's. Check us out.
We're going to have some fun.
Day.
Come and hang out with us.